So, how's everyone doing this Saturday night?
Uh, Pretty okay. I mean, it's Sunday over here, so it's more like
Good.
Sunday afternoon.
I got a pizza with my housemate, and we just
Nice.
we had a nice
Oh
time.
my god.
Pepperoni.
It was barbecue chicken.
Interesting.
Like
Oh
it
my
was like
goodness.
some Tennessee thing. There was onions on it. It was pretty good. I enjoyed it. I might get it next time.
You are making my mouth drool right now.
I'm sorry. I mean, it was good pizza. You should get some sometime soon, I guess.
Uh, I mean, I probably won't be able to grab a pizza until maybe next week.
All right. So the schedule is when is so is the essay scoring match like right after
It's
the
30 minutes after. It's at.
okay. Can
it's
you stay up
probably-
for that if possible?
I'll do it.
Based.
All right.
It's just an hour, so it's not too bad.
I know. It's just I didn't want to go to bed at 3:30, but it's okay. It's
It happens.
Saturday/Sunday morning. Calmeen is here,
Hello.
and so is the goddess of Makai.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Is this ZM commentating? Yes, it's me commentating.
Oh, we have some things.
Oh man, that was a nice transition.
Oh, someone's practicing Kagaro's coin flip.
That's ISN.
Wait, Reimu A.
I guess he's gonna use
Hey,
him.
hey.
Maybe just prep. I don't know. I mean, I guess
Maybe
it doesn't make
he's timing
hitbox
it
doesn't
out.
make that big of a difference on that thing. So
I think he's just timing it out, yeah.
yeah. Hey, Obama.
Hmm.
Oh, there's no audio?
I don't know. I mean, I have the stream muted, so I'm talking to you guys.
Well, I mean, like this is sort of like on two English streams right now. This is like it's on like Crescent.
Sorry.
Hey. Yeah, Pyro's playing. GB's yeah, GB actually I don't know, and most people probably don't know this, but GB was actually practicing for the competition. He got LN. So now
Nice. It's deja vu.
you have to do it again. Yeah.
Yeah, right. He's just got to work magic twice.
Alright, Crested, is there audio on a stream? Because I don't hear any audio.
Oh, GB's using Sakia B.
Wow, someone's going for Sakuya B. Wow.
Right away.
I was joking about that before the
No,
stream.
because Pyro's plan, he's gonna use Reimu B and then get like a safe run, and then he's gonna go for Sakia B. But I didn't know that GB would also use Sakia B. It's interesting.
Alright, we got all sorts of different shot types. You get to see how the high life Reimu A gets to live. Oh wait, oh I see that Marissa. Wait, oh.
And you get to see the pain and suffering that Sakuya B
They're
would have to
starting.
go through.
Tough talk for a thrower with a small cock.
Oh, it's starting. Nice.
It is.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a second now and then, so the first one's already on the. What? No, it's a second. It should be on the thread. Yeah, Reimu. Oh, he's using Reimu after all.
Okay, never mind.
And Pyro has the swag survival grazes.
It's gonna get him killed.
That'd be so sad if he died so early on.
He'll be okay. I hope. But in this kind of
For one.
competition, you can't have any dumb deaths because you can only die 5 times.
So yeah, DDC is gonna be pretty crazy. I'm pleased to see people using the non-homing shots.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean, there's one person using a homing shot, but yeah.
That's ISN going for the safe run, I guess.
Well, technically, the homing shot, the Reimu A player can still win if the other two fail to get the 5 miss, so anything can happen. It's not necessarily 100% screwing yourself over.
We don't, yeah.
And we get to compare.
I'm very curious what's gonna happen. What's up?
I said, and we get to compare the differences in how fast the game goes by with Reimu A, how much easier the patterns are. But Reimu B doesn't have really any problems with stage portions.
Yes, that was revenge board on Diarog and it didn't kill him because he. What's the handicap for using Reimu A? No, she just like the other shots just way more rewarding in terms of his competition, so they're the better options to use.
Yeah, Sakyu BLNN gives like 180 points or something.
And even 5 Mr. Bomb Sakyu B gives more points than a Reimu A or Sakyu A LNN would be. So if you're very good at bad shots, then they're the better option to use.
Huh. It gives them a lot to consider when it comes to them routing out the game then.
It's gonna be interesting. The game gets pretty hectic when you don't have a good homing. First 2 stages don't have too much going on in them though.
Yeah.
You see, when stage 3 comes, when Kagero is here, then shit begins to hit the fan, so.
Alright. Well, GB's already going on to stage 2, and now Pyro.
Yeah. GB paused for some reason.
I guess technical difficulties?
I hope it's on technical difficulties. The stream looks fine, but...
I was winning the speed run.
Sadly, the game doesn't actually really start until stage 3 when it comes to survival. But when we get there, it's gonna get cray-cray.
I mean, that's definitely a lot. That's definitely a lot sooner than a couple other Touhou games I can think of.
Like the Ziphis, which just doesn't pick up till Narumi.
Yeah, Ice Miona, Reimu B is 80, Mursa B is 40. I think Mursa A is 110, and Sakyu B is 180.
Marissa B is 110?
No. Oh, yeah, Mursa A is 110, Mursa B is 40. Did I say Mursa B? My bad.
I see.
I think it would help also to explain why Reimu A is so good. It's because the Gohei itself, it has this anti-cheese measure where it'll slowly move away from the bosses over time so that you can't just instantly kill things. Except that doesn't really do anything because if you just let your Gohei go and respawn it, you can respawn it back in the center. So you can keep doing that to keep doing maximum damage on the bosses. What it'll end up doing is speed killing everything. Everything dies in like 10 seconds. Some attacks die even like less than 10 seconds. And it gets really, really abusable. Furthermore, you can shift tap in order to get your homing amulets to assist your Gohei. So you can do a lot of crazy damage. And with the versatility of the Gohei, the stages aren't going to be a problem either. If there's things coming from both sides of the screen, you can lock your Gohei on one side and deal with the enemies on the other. If you just need to kill really threatening fairies that have a lot of HP, well, you don't really have to fear because the Gohei is strong enough that you can just lock it on the enemy, kill them instantly. She can get a lot of lives because she's very good at chaining. This game's system is basically you POC items, and if you get a certain amount of items, you get bonuses. If you get 60 items, you get this thing called a 2.0, and you always get a life piece. Otherwise, you'll get bomb pieces, and then sometimes a life piece.
That second arm was scary.
Oh,
for
yeah,
Pyro.
actually, I do have to give credit that Sekibonki's second non is actually kind of hard if you don't have homing. So it is something that I don't feel at ease at. Also, nice. Are they doing the little safe spot strat for the first 2 waves of the second spell? Nice.
Of course, you gotta do it.
I love that strat.
Yeah.
And yeah, Sakia A is also very broken in this game when it comes to raw damage output and how ease of survival.
Yeah, Sakia A,
Yeah.
she's not being played, but she has a lot of comfort gimmicks, such as
I know. Sorry.
so just slowing down the bosses so they don't fire as much, and she also has this really dead shotgun thing that requires shift tapping. But we're probably not going to see it at all because I don't think anyone's going to play her.
Yeah, no one's gonna use Sakia
So,
A.
Gray, as
I
you
was
were.
hoping someone would.
Yeah, I was gonna mention that Marissa B is also a very cheesy shot type, mostly because of a bomb. But we're not ever gonna see that bomb here.
Nope. In terms of survival, Marissa B is she's strong, but she doesn't have homing, so she's at a disadvantage.
So it looks like everyone's made it to stage 3 and in pace. Now it's going to be hard to keep up with the misses because the life counts aren't necessarily a reliable indicator like they were in EOSD. Now the first hard attack that you'll see in the game, like the first really hard attack, is the mid-boss spell. This spell is really chaotic, and you can see it on Pyro's screen. Kagero will aim this mass of bullets at you, but it isn't just aimed. There's like, you see those needles? They fire 360. They fire in all directions, and they're very dense. So not only do you have to move around the screen and dodge the aim jelly beans, you have to dodge the environmental needles. And she doesn't give you a lot of time before she fires her next wave, so you have to be dancing around the screen, and that was a fantastic capture, by the way.
Pyro
However,
has very
almost
good
max
consistency
lives.
at that spell.
He gets a lot of 2.0s.
Reimu A doesn't have problems with this mid-boss spell, and neither does Sakia A, because they have really good strong homing, and they can destroy it easily. As you can see on GB's stream.
Oh,
no.
ISN got hit.
Also RIP.
Yep.
Furthermore, Reimu A can also speed kill, but it doesn't look like GB did it. But
Also, ISN was opting to time out mid-boss Kagero spell.
Huh. I mean, is it really worthwhile to time that out when it's like you still have to deal with all that attack has to do?
Maybe just ease of focus, I suppose.
okay, we're on boss Kagero. So her nons are all
Almost
really
my
deadly.
size.
The first one is different from the other two because the first one is just random meshes of bullets that are overlapping. So Kagero likes to use glow shit, and the glow shit that she uses is really random and hard to see and comes at all various directions. I'm surprised that Pyro's not using the corner strats. But,
He's opting to. Oh man.
it takes balls of steel to stay in the middle for all those waves, so kudos to that.
Nice.
Strong.
Yeah,
Pyro
So-
definitely.
Second non is the hardest one out of Kagero's nons, in my opinion, because it's the most visually confusing. I have waves
Oh,
on
man,
that
he's so
second
good.
non where I can't read it.
Good dodges.
Also,
Damn,
so
that was bad of me.
Coin
this-
flip spell.
yeah, this spell's a coin flip.
Ooh, fuck.
Owie.
I've never been good at reading this spell. It's so visually confusing, and
Double death.
the bullets come at you too
Oh,
late for you
gosh.
to really be able
Yeah,
to
it
react
definitely
well.
looks really painful without homing, that's for sure, because you
Yeah,
just gotta
it's
stay in that
freaky
corner.
Okay.
You just gotta stay in that corner and just try and dodge everything that comes.
Oh.
Well-
Oh, no.
The real reason that Reimu A is good at Kagero's second spell is that she can kill it after one wave. So, it dies really quickly.
Two miss already. Oh man. That's just Kagero for you.
Yeah.
This Kagero's nasty, man.
Yeah, she's the hardest boss in the game. I unironically believe that.
You know, I definitely have heard horror stories
Well,
about Kagura before.
Actually,
so-
I have a bit of a hot take. If it comes to Reimu A and Sakia A, I actually feel more threatened by Seija. But not a lot of people agree with me on that sentiment.
I think Sage would be more dangerous because of homing on Kagero. You just speed kill her stuff.
So, stage 4 is probably one of the weirdest stages that Zune has ever made. There's a lot of weird design decisions that I still don't really understand. and we're about to see one of them soon. Also, how many deaths has Pyro had?
2. He died to second spell in final nom.
It's so hard to keep track of 3 people at the same time.
No problem.
Shit. Rip.
Right.
Escar is a good idea.
Oh, free miss.
Yeah, he has to reset.
Yeah, reset. Also, since he's on controller, he can't escape R. Feels bad.
Is GB on O&M base?
I think... No. Well, the bomb count seems to point to that. But you know how DDC is with its bonuses.
Yeah, I mean, I looked at his life count and I thought that he died at some point, but I guess must be he didn't get enough 2.0s.
Yeah.
So this is the first really weird part in stage 4. Well, actually really the only weird part in my opinion, but there's this like impossible spam that's clearly not possible to dodge, so you have to safe spot it in the top. And I never understood if Zune actually thought that people would be able to dodge this, or if he intentionally made the safe spot and just thought, well, players can just do it at the top. It's really weird.
Yeah.
I don't understand it.
Don't say you're supposed to dodge this, it looks impossible as fuck.
I don't know what Zune was thinking.
See, I don't even know if Zune intended them to have a safe spot at the top. It might have just been accidental that this became possible.
Zune always does that, you know? He always makes some like weird like pattern that's so dumb to dodge, and then
Reimu A can do that, but like I'm more referring to like the shots that can't do that. Stage 4 mid boss changes if you're A or B, and so does the full stage 4 boss. There's 2 bosses in stage 4, Yatsuhashi and Benben. If you're playing as the A shots, you will fight Yatsuhashi in the mid boss, and you'll fight Benben as the main boss. If you're playing as the B shots, Benben will be the mid boss, and Yatsuhashi will be the main boss. And we'll talk about that when we get to.
If someone gets to Yatsuhashi the B shots, I hope so.
I hope I'm not hogging the commentary too much.
Nah, you're
Just
good.
have a lot
No,
to
it's all good. It's all good.
I think I was gonna say that. I forgot what I was gonna say, but I don't think it was.
This part you can actually 360 spin if you want to get lives, but I mean, considering you can only die 5 times anyway, I don't think GB gives a fuck about lives, and I wouldn't either.
Yeah. Like it's amazing on how much this game showers you with resources, and yet when you're playing like no miss and all that, what happened?
He died to Yatsuhashi's final. Meme deaths, sad. Wait, apart from ZM and Mino, who else is commentating? We got Gray Person, and we have Mokou.
AKA Obama.
Hello.
Okay, so now that we're at Benben, I'm gonna talk a bit about her design. So Benben's fight, as you can see by these notes, is clearly designed for the homing shots, at least in my opinion.
Hello.
Also, welcome back.
Wait, he took off? I didn't notice.
No, he's just quiet. He's just quiet.
So Benben is pretty challenging if you don't have homing or speed kill abilities. So Marissa A gets the short end of the stick here, but as you can see, Reimu A was able to kill that non-spell before the player had to dodge anything. You know, none of the bullets actually reached GB. That's how powerful the Gohei is. Oh my god. Rip.
Oh no!
That was a gutsy move right there.
He got so rattled in that pause screen.
So I wonder how the third round will go with lessened power. Because this is
gonna be
something you really want to speed kill.
This is gonna be a rough round, I can already tell.
Like, if I can just say something, it does look like Ben really just crushes you with a bunch of dense bullets that just fall really slowly.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, double score is her most threatening attack.
Oh gosh.
Well, I guess with Mercy it's the third non, but as the other two, it would be double score is the hardest. And we're back in stage 3 with ISN. And in pace, I assume.
Yep, it's on pace.
Because of the bombs. So we're gonna get to that crazy mid-boss spell.
I wanna get off Kagura's ride.
Alright.
Interesting how he starts at the top.
Well, I
Is he
think
timing
it's
it
to,
out?
like, cancel it out.
Yeah, he's timing it out. He did this in the previous run, but
what is this? 500. Oh. Rip.
ISN.
That's an interesting way to handle this spell. I've never considered timing it out before.
I know Pyro, he's like more aggressive in his approach and just goes for a tap.
This spell terrifies me. I hate it.
You don't play DDC though.
It's actually quite fun
I
to
used
play.
I
It's
used
a
to play
thrill.
it when I was like just starting like Lunatic, and like that spell was impossible.
Sadly, in score runs, there's no benefit to capturing it
It still is impossible though.
because you want to kill it fast for the things that come after it. But I mean, we'll talk about that in the scoring. This is
Yeah,
survival.
DDC scoring is soon. Also rip.
Yeah, you can already see they're all having a pretty rough start. This game is really hard.
Like, I definitely take it because, like, Zoom really wanted to emphasize their abilities. He just sort of really thought about it and just ended up making some of the most really hard to read patterns.
I don't know if it was intentional for this game to be that hard.
I don't think it was.
I think Zoon's balancing outside of okay, so in Lolk's case, he admitted that he wanted to make it really hard, and in TD's case, he admitted he wanted to make it really easy. But most of the time, I don't really know how much Zoon plans his difficulty curves. I think he just makes the patterns, and it turns out how it turns out, you know?
This game's almost as big as the meme as BD.
No, we don't speak about that one.
Yeah, some
I
players
really
are gonna
did
have
like
to
3D.
cut their losses.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember something.
They've already used
Nah, I
up
can't
20
remember.
minutes, and not a single person has gotten to stage 5. This game is brutal.
Yeah, DDC is good.
Pearl, we don't talk about VD.
That's what I said.
I
Savage.
think DDC's music is alright.
I mean, I just said that I wished I liked it. I mean, I only
No, I
like
get
it
This
it.
is
for
the
one
best
thing.
Touhou song.
I like DDC Stage 2 theme.
So there's a story about how Zoom passed out while testing PDH and only remembers a tenth of his session doing so. It might have happened with some more patterns in DDC. What? Can I get a citation on that? You gotta give me a source on that, Buckaroo.
Good gravy.
So it looks like Pyro's the furthest into the run right now, so I'm probably gonna primarily focus on them.
You
Right.
go bigger. No one's gonna have trouble if you go bigger because they're all Raymond.
Don't go down.
ISN, unpause, continue your run, or escort.
Maybe he's realizing.
Sorry,
that
we
this-
still got 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Maybe he's realizing that this is a mistake after all.
I mean,
Why did I
like,
play DDC?
Oh, Pyro's being really aggressive on this spell. It really is a lot to ask for to do a 5 miss or less with the B shot in this game.
Yeah, in an hour. Oh yeah, also ISN is bringing 5 degrees Celsius
That's part
conditions.
of what
probably
made me so
freezing.
hyped for this match, though, just because of the insane expectations that the players would have to face. ISN is a genius for the ice scoring with the DDC.
Oh no.
oh my goodness.
Oh.
Looks, ISN's just going with Sakie now.
Oh no!
He's like, he really did say fuck DDC for real. He's like, why did I play DDC? I'm done with this.
He's so done with DDC, dude. He's
Yeah.
like, fuck it. I want to.
Can't believe it.
He
F.
gave up.
Just F.
In the best way possible. He's like, oh, time to cheat.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's so funny.
Yeah. I was just gonna say it's clever that the homing shots were really nerfed in terms of ice score, so it would make people actually want to play these shots that you normally would never use in a competition like this.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I would say it's at least.
intended though. Oh, go on, Gray.
I would say, yeah, it's at least good that the homing shots aren't necessarily good for score. Instead, you just got to leave that to like the more galaxy brain sort of plays of like Sakuya B and Mercer B.
also, Kagura mid-boss spell hype.
Hype.
This spell is always a rush.
Let's hope.
No, it might be intended that to use the good shots to get like a safety run and then test the rocket for bad shot. Who knows?
See, one of the best things about DDC Survival is that a lot of the patterns from stage 3 onward are just like look at that crazy dodge right there. They're like little adrenaline rushes. Like these patterns are just crazy. And like you get this excitement flailing around the screen trying to dodge the chaos that is DDC. There isn't much feeling like it.
Oh, at least we're getting back to Kagura.
So it looks like we will get to see Sakuya A in this run. So you'll get to see her exploits. As you can see, the bullet patterns are behaving weirdly on ISNs. The bosses are slowing down and their patterns look warped and broken because Sakuya is using some kind of time manipulation to make them fire at a decreased rate. Something like that.
Well, it's specifically, I think it's just when the knives stab the bosses and all that, it causes them to slow down. And like, if you can time it well enough, also you can easily just bring it down to a crawl, just all across the board. If you just like know when to like let go of shift and then hold it down again.
Yeah, if you do this, if this really good tapping thing, you can like make Sakuya do a fuck ton of damage and kill things in like 5 seconds.
What the fuck, dude? Dude, this is terrifying.
Also, he's doing it in the middle.
Kagura's
He has balls
evil.
of steel. Oh.
Ah! Oh no!
Please do the corner scrap.
Yeah, that was hard.
Oh.
You can still get a miss entering stage 4, I hope.
Hopefully.
I mean, the thing is that you just kind of have to expect that players will die in stage 3 on a run like this. Unless Raimi May or Sakuya A, then you should at least get one no miss, no bomb to stage 4 at some point. But
He keeps capturing the second on though. That's good. Never mind.
Just died on that note.
it's just very easy to lose a lot of lives in rapid succession on Kagura. She's just a really hard
Feels
boss.
bad.
I don't know why Zune made her so hard.
I blame the Pararos.
I think he probably didn't even realize how bad it was. He probably just thought...
He probably didn't try it that much.
Yeah.
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
Ripped Kagura. It's alright though.
Great commentary. Thank you for not being sarcastic.
Is that sarcasm or is it genuine?
Is that sarcastic? Please say Kappa right now.
Well, I mean, like, look, if we notice that their name is Love Colored Masters Suck, you see, it just makes it all the more confusing. I can't read this comment.
Yeah, I can't. He has like ulterior motives.
Oh god, I don't know. I wasn't... It's hard to keep
GB
Gosh,
is not
now there's
died
another
once
Master
so
Spark.
far. He's just not getting any. He's just avoiding POCs. So. But I think this is no miss right now. So.
Well, someone said that GB died to mid-boss Kagura.
He did. Okay.
You could tell by the bomb count that there was at least one death.
True. Oh, Mino Game and the other Mino. Who's the other Mino Game? What? What does that mean? Now he's gonna reset, I think. Oh.
Are they referring to Yuzia?
I don't know.
Why?
When did
It's
I
a
become
Mino Obama.
Mino Game to Mino Obama? Oh.
Gastari's not here.
He's not in the call. Come on.
I mean, they also might be referring to a completely different Mino Game.
No, I think they think that Gray is Gastari.
Huh? But, like, my voice is deeper, isn't it?
Much deeper.
Well, I guess it's like when it comes to new faces, it usually just comes down to a confusion about who's who.
Please, someone get to stage 5.
Yeah. Let's get to flip gimmicks soon.
Well, shh, don't spoil it. Not that everyone already knows. I'm just memeing.
Well, I mean, flip gimmicks as in, like, who's gonna flip the
Everyone knows
table.
what Sage is about. We've all been down that road before. Alright, so I'm curious to see what kind of strats ISN is going to use for Kagero. I think Kagero actually has the easiest time on... did I just say Kagero has the easiest?
Yes, you did.
A has the easiest time on Kagero. Even
Kagero
easier than
shot
Rainbow
type
A.
then.
Because the slowdown completely decimates Kagemo's attack. Kagero. This isn't service of episode.
Kagero, just say it like that, Kagero.
Kagemo sounds cute though. I like it.
Kagemo?
I think he said Kagemo.
Yes. I'm getting confused with the fan game character.
Okay, that's fine.
Sakuya A has the easiest time on Kagero.
Yes, she does.
Apparently when it's past midnight, I can't form speeches properly.
You're fine. Don't worry.
I'm scuffed.
Well, I mean,
Kagero.
I guess to repeat like a parrot, it's mostly because of like her like time stopping knives that kind of cause her to slow down, and it also slows down when she spawns in the bullets. So
Wait, what do you mean watch the windows? What about windows?
Windows.
I miss
Oh right,
Windows 7, girls.
the time, you know how the Sakuna increasing the time of day on her nons or whatever, the passage of time,
Yeah.
the Windows thing. That's
Yeah.
what he's talking
Oh
about.
yeah. We
Yeah,
didn't
like-
see it in action.
If they get
I
to her,
basically in the frame, yeah.
This
How did we
can't be
get to it,
happening,
though?
girls.
so yeah, as I was gonna say, Kagero's patterns basically change from like lunatic to hard, or it feels like it goes down an entire difficulty level because of the slowdown from Sakuya's knives. So Kagero should be fine.
I mean, I remember a conversation I had with someone about DDC shot types, and it's basically like the good shot types tone it down by 2 difficulties, and well, no, the good shot types
GB
tone it
has
down
a
by
really
1.
ballsy
The
way
batch-
to do that first
Yeah.
nine.
Bad shots turned down by what?
Like, what did he do?
Oh, he just had a ballsy approach to that first nine.
Just a
Also,
lot more in
would
your
you say
face.
that the bad shots were toned down by like 5 or 5 toned up by 5 difficulties?
Up by 5. Up by 5.
Okay, I guess. Also, check out how easy Sakuya A.
All right, now we get
Kagero
to
is.
see the speed kill of this really deadly non.
The spell gets much easier to you. It's the same.
Ooh, nice. Okay, double score time.
Nice.
And yeah, those bullets on Kagero are just a lot slower. They can't wall you as much because they don't get the chance to clump up. In fact, pay close attention to the
Nice
second
dodges.
spell. Also, holy shit, those dodges on double score. Those are good.
Yeah.
Whoa,
Ooh.
well played. Okay,
Spooky.
No.
Oh,
look
God.
at Full Moon Howling. These bullets
Oh,
aren't
look,
getting to clump
so
up.
easy.
All 3 players have just been pulling like a big dodge
See,
out of something so small.
it's not even funny how much easier it gets. Okay, we're gonna get to see stage 5. So,
I'm holding out for you, Pyro. Keep up the good work.
this game has this whole inverted society, flip everything upside down thematics going on. So, the castle is turning upside down, and now enemies are gonna come from below you.
Society.
Because this game did it before Sisyphus did it.
We live in an upside down society.
An upside down society. And it isn't just figurative, it's
That's
literal.
literally the plot of the game, is that Seijo wants to overturn
We live in an
society.
upside down society
Yeah.
where fairies come from below us. And they throw bullets that flip upside down
Oh my
again.
god. That's the funniest thing I've ever read. Holy shit. Oh my god, that's good. That's good. Oh my god.
Anyway, the stage is, it has a few tricky parts if you're a B-shot. like these enemies you have to, well, not these, but the ones earlier in the stage you have to like misdirect and something like that. But is the Gohei Reimu, you don't really have to know what you're doing. And Fuden could give more insight on the Reimu B routes.
Bro, I expect you to make Joker Seija. Anyway.
Well, all we just need now is Sage just dancing down the stairway of...
Wait, is Pyro NN pace into Kago?
Yes, NN pace into Kago's mid-boss spell. So this is the third time he's getting the mid-boss spell again.
Hopefully cap.
Yeah. The thing is, it's still, I mean, even if he gets past mid-boss, Kagura is just a pain in the ass. So still has to deal. But like I said, he's very consistent at a mid-boss spell. So
nice.
Very strong. That's free for free. That's amazing.
Yeah, thank God I got through
that. No, PC98's not going to be in the next TWC. You can't expect Japan to pirate their own PC98 games or buy, because those things are extremely expensive. And I doubt that anyone would go out of their way to do it.
GB is one miss, by the way, I think.
So
you would
GB's
not
one
win
miss,
Rose.
still going.
Kirby would win Rose. Well, yeah, we get Kirby to play, not you.
Okay, so we're about to get to everyone's favorite boss.
Oh boy.
Kagoo.
There's a couple.
I don't know anyone who actually likes this fight. I'm sure there's people out there though. I'm not judging you. I'm just saying I don't see what you see.
I mean, I can definitely say that the Seija fight does make me cringe.
I guess they say beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but screw these spells, screw this gimmick. The screen flips, and your controls get reversed because of the flipped screen. And although it's not the worst thing in the world, because you can get used to it, it's unpleasant. I don't like it. No one really likes it.
Rip.
Obama, I was gonna say, do you see these spell cards?
Well, I suppose I'll check what Pyro is doing in the meantime.
He died to first spell.
Ah, damn.
Yeah, that upside down one is the worst
Full
Sage
moon
spell
howling
for
heart.
me. I can't do it consistently.
It's like my suggestion for some of these spell cards, you need a pack of mirror with you and just look at it in occasion. But I kind of doubt that that would even be practical.
Kagura is the true final boss of DDC.
She is.
And what about the rest of the game?
So GB is at 2 miss, I think.
Yep,
Yes.
he's at 2 miss.
And ISN is still out in. He's out in the stage 5 right now. Pyro is at 2 miss right now. I guess he's gonna continue if he doesn't die again.
Rip. And ISN is in.
Yep.
Nice.
Finally, he's at stage 6 now.
Why did I read Snagoon's name as Smoggin? I'm tired.
I've done that before too.
Yeah, I'm not tired, but I don't know.
Alright, well, Pyro's now on stage 4, and we might be able to see the different fights play out. Yeah, we might see Yatsa, Hachi, and Ben swap places.
Haha, SK, haha.
It's 2 miss so far for Pyro.
That was the worst opponent I've ever read.
So we got to stage 6 on a 3 miss, I think.
Yes.
So you can see the windows. It's dawn, or sort of almost done.
Well, I guess it was night when they entered the bamboo forest, so that would mean that would be night when they were in the castle and in the storm.
Wait, Yatsuzumi boss, right?
Yeah, Tsuzumi hype.
Oh, Yatsuhashi.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the
There's
Hashi
an
boss type.
ultra secret strat for Sage's first mid boss Snom, but I don't think anyone's gonna do it.
You can play as HNY in a fan game. That's awesome.
I love the way that this misdirection works on Ben's mid boss.
Yeah, it's nice.
Same. It's nice.
Hey, remember that one fan game when Zune himself was the extra boss or whatever? The TLB?
The TLB.
Yeah, I think it's on YouTube somewhere. Yeah, Ice Mino knows about that. It has bad memes. Like, I know, dude, I hate that. It's so cursed.
Alright, GV's on Sukuna now.
So Sukuna is an interesting fight because she's very memo based. Though the first non-spell, as we saw, was really crazy and RNG bullshit. The first spell is it's based on RNG, sorta, because each wave can like be slightly angled to the left or the right of the previous one, but you can capture it every time as long as your movements are very careful.
Alright. So is he able to get to the... Yep.
Yeah.
He's gonna get to the side.
I don't know how this exploit became a thing, but apparently...
It's a silly exploit.
Zune not paying attention as usual.
So this spell here, you would think that because the hearts are aimed at you, you'd have to do some intentional misdirection, but the actual strat is just to go back and forth, and not really concern yourself with the hearts because they'll be easy to well, I guess he's doing some weird thing there, but... So notice the windows, it's, the sun is out now. They're orange. Time has passed.
I'm just looking at Pyro's screen right now. He just had a death to one of Yatsuhashi's nons and is on like the spell card where he just twirl around her. The first spell card?
What? What about the first spell card?
I mean, I'm just looking at Pyro's screen right now. He just had a death to like one of Yatsuhashi's nons.
Yeah, first non.
Right, Yatsuhashi's considered one of the hardest bosses in the game. She has the hardest spell in the game, arguably, and so she'll have people Requiem. By the way, this Echo Chamber spell is a reference to Dunhachi.
Bad RNG on Echo Chamber, because she moved to the left.
Sukuna has a lot of references, and God. I remember when I first...
The game is not being nice to Pyro today.
Yeah.
Echo Chamber is terrifying. How can you even read this?
I mean, ISN also just had a death at Sage's last spell card, like just near the cusp of the end.
There's too much to talk about at the same time.
Let's get this Requiem cap, boys.
I want to mention
here we go.
that you grow bigger, but then Requiem's also playing.
I placed your bets. I think oh, come on. I'm not even gonna say anything. Come on. You got this, bro.
Yeah. I will say, I remember when I saw you grow bigger the first time, I just cringed my butt off looking at it.
Nice.
How many deaths so far with Pyro? 2?
3 minutes.
Nice. Good job.
Good cat. Okay.
That was only a death to the first non, wasn't it?
Yeah, first non.
Yeah.
So,
feels bad.
Pyro and GB are both 3 miss, and ISN is 1 miss. Did ISN die more than once?
I think so.
Let's hopefully see a good stage 5 for Raymond.
No, ISN died once, I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
He died to Sage's final spell.
GB is 4 miss, apparently.
If Pyro can at least 2 miss the rest of the game, then he wins. But the game is not even close to being over for Rainbow B. She's
Rainbow A doesn't actually get that much of an advantage on Sukuna's final. It's one of the few places where the B shots arguably do. Oh, rip.
Oh, no! Oh.
I was gonna mention
Feels
there is a
bad.
speed kill that you can do with Reimu A, but it's really dangerous. And I would
man.
never do
Was that 5 miss for him? Or
Yeah.
Damn, man.
he gets points, I guess.
That
Feels
was just
bad.
painful to look at, though.
So Sage's mid-boss mid-boss spell in stage 5 is actually pretty hard. It's not like Greatest Treasure hard, but if you're not the broken homing shots, it can be really tricky.
Okay, Master Sparky.
Let's look at this Sage and mid-boss spell.
What are you talking about?
Because if you don't have a strong shot for Sage and mid-boss spell, it's like really hard.
Oh yeah. He might actually die here. This spell is fucking ridiculous or something. I mean, with a
Jeez. Oh gosh. I can't even read
Oh
this.
yeah.
Oh no. Oh man. Ran into Seja. Towards the
Yeah.
end.
So Pyro's at 4 miss.
Yeah, this game has been brutal to, like, all the players so far. Like, it just doesn't want to give him that golden run.
We commented on that earlier, how you only get like a maximum of 4 points for the 2 homing shots
Yeah.
to compensate for how broken they are.
Oh man.
So now that it's kind of tame, we can talk about You Grow Bigger. So Sukuna's gimmick is that, or Shinmyo-maru, whatever you want to call it, her gimmick is that
Midget.
she makes bullets bigger, but she can also make the player bigger, something something, Miracle Mallet. So this spell's all static. The only thing that changes is the aims of the Grey Knives, which you manipulate because they're aimed. It's really easy as Reimu, but it can be tricky as Marissa and Sakuya due to hitboxes, but because it's Memo, you can still learn it. So, I mean, yeah. Oh,
Still
look,
a
it's
spell card
evening.
that makes me cringe my butt off.
Nice first spell cap.
Nice. He still has second spell to go though.
So what's the spell card that Sukuna's, like, doing right now called again?
Attack on Midget, which is a reference to Attack on Titan.
Isn't it called like Wall of Eastern or something? I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah, Wall of Eastern.
I think one of the lower difficulties is called Attack on Midget. I don't know.
Attack on Midget or whatever.
Yeah.
Attack on Dwarf, you mean?
Attack on Dwarf,
It's
yeah.
just rude.
I used to remember that.
Well, like, Zun loves his references, so I know that.
Nice second spell cap too. Pyro's doing good, and he dodges this high up for some reason.
Because he's a Chad.
This is pretty Chad.
Accept no substitution.
Hopefully
So
she,
one
she
miss
kept
on.
these last 2 spells.
Yep, ISN got one missed and a bomb.
Nice.
Pretty
Nice.
good.
So currently ISN is ahead right now.
Yes. ISN is currently winning right now.
Time for Marissa A.
Oh boy.
ISN is probably not going to bother going for Sake A, LNN. They're probably going to go for, Reimu B. I expected that. There's no reason not
If I was
to.
him, I would have
Also, wow,
the game.
2 points for a 1 miss.
Welcome to the ice score. What do you, ice score? What do you mean ice score? I got nothing, Kappa.
So this is hold on, I don't want to jinx.
What's up?
It's still 3 miss for
4
Pyro
miss.
entering stage 6. 4 miss?
Yes.
What did he die to?
The
He died to
mid-boss.
Shinmyo-maru. Sage's mid-boss spell.
So he might be okay though, because as I said before, Sukuna is mostly Memo. She's actually a fairly consistent final boss. The only problems are really going to be the first non and first spell and the final spell. And like the third spell, Shining Needle Sword, is something that people do tend to die to a lot, but it's static streaming.
Yeah, Pyro.
Memo streaming.
Pyro's
so-
still in the lead technically. With
If-
if he
well-
can 5 miss at least.
He has 4
is-
miss right now,
yeah.
so we can die once.
Mm.
It's gonna be
It's
tight.
the final spell. Oh, rip. The final spell.
Sorry.
Ooh, okay, he can't die
Oh
anymore.
no.
Final spell isn't that bad, but it's not something you should ever
Pyro has a neat safe
underestimate.
spot right here.
Oh, he can't die anymore.
Yeah, it's all or nothing from here.
Yeah, Pyro actually has a 2-miss bomb if Reimu B that dies to Seiki Banki's second spell and Shimimaru's second non.
Dang.
Ooh, look at these. Whoa. Whoa, Pyro has really studied this non.
Yeesh.
Oh my god.
He has a Mensa
That's so
strat for this
beautiful.
Wow.
Dude,
Mensa
the IQ on this.
That's
Yeah, that's
so amazing.
that's a Galaxy Brain play right there.
We need to tell Yabs about
Unnecessary
that
or not,
strat.
that was cool. What are you talking about?
I don't think it's unnecessary at all, considering how that non can cuck you as she moves down. So, yeah, the first non you have to dodge 2 waves is Reimu B. There's no getting out of that, even if you're in the middle, from what I can tell. But it looks like the RNG was nice this time around.
Ooh, man, this is tense. He can't die. He has no Mr. Bomber.
Fortunately for the first spell, Pyro has the advantage of the Reimu box. But he'll need to make his movements wisely. I would say pray for good RNG, but this spell isn't really an RNG spell. Like, it is RNG, but I'm convinced that if you make your movements right, you can't really blame RNG on it ever.
Pray for good brain RNG.
Yeah, it's a brain RNG spell.
Yeah, I was talking to Pyro about that today. Brain RNG is
Brain
very
RNG.
important when it comes to Touhou.
Brain RNG
Alright,
is like the
second
number
one.
one most important thing.
Right.
I don't have good brain RNG.
So,
My brain RNG is decent, I guess.
I have
Reimu B is
ADHD brain
disadvantaged on this
RNG.
non because she doesn't kill it as fast as the other the homing shots do.
Okay, he got it. He got it. He got it.
Yep, that's good. If I
How
can
is
go
this non
briefly
so
back to that.
broken?
I dropped my phone.
Mm. It's oversights. Anyway, if we're gonna, if I can just go back to that like brain RNG thing for a bit, my brain RNG is very inconsistent.
Same.
You,
Anyway, I would like to say that Pyro is out of the woods for the most part, but anything can happen.
And into the
Yes.
fire.
I just hope
out of
that
the woods.
he doesn't die to Shining Needle Sword, because
He's
that's
out
like.
of the woods and into the.
Shining Needle Sword with Reimu B looks scary.
But
Takes
it's
a
all
while,
memo
it seems
streaming,
like.
so it should
Yeah.
never be failed.
You say that, but now he might do it.
But he has
Yeah.
that memo,
I
surely.
know, what if you jinx him? You have to take it back.
Yeah, especially considering that this is like his last life before
Nah, I
he
have
has
faith in
to
Pyro.
Shining Needle Sword is impossible.
Stop it. He's gonna cap it, okay?
Okay.
I wonder how he's
Goodbye.
going to handle the third non. The third non is actually, I think, 100% static. There's no aim component or randomness. It's always the same.
It's static.
So you just
It's a
memorize
pretty cool
the
mod,
dodges.
I think. I don't know
It's,
why
it's,
I think it's
a
cool.
cool non. It's very
So,
cool.
Shining Needle Sword is actually one of my favorite spells in Touhou. Even though most people don't really like it that much, I think it's really fun to execute.
It's badass.
It's not even hard once you learn it, but it's just fun. It never gets dull, in my opinion.
What I tell you, Obama.
It's a
Always
clever
have faith
spell.
in your boy.
I was just saying that to not jinx him, okay? I have faith in Pyro.
Right?
Okay, but let's not jinx
Okay, this
him.
non can be dangerous, so.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
non can be weird sometimes.
Ooh, come on.
Personally, I would have stayed in this the whole
Yeah, this
time,
non
but
is weird.
I could understand wanting to do damage.
Well, he went for the speed kill still.
He'll be
Okay.
fine on this spell. He's Reimu.
Alright. Well, I guess I can just sort of take a quick glance. Alright, GV's going back to stage 3 now. Still with Family A.
This is the tensest YGB I've ever seen. I haven't been excited watching 2 in like 2 years. Maybe you should go. Maybe you should watch more streams.
Well, I mean, I think it's really all been very exciting so far, just seeing like how the players just make it through.
Okay, so you actually have to try on Wall of Ishun with Reimu B, but the strategy is really simple. It's like a stoplight, you know, you start, you stop. You start, you stop. Because these bullets have this,
them all up.
they have this weird thing where they turn red and stop for a bit,
Oh,
and then they start chasing you. It's manipulable. But this spell is like impossible to time out. Well, it's not impossible, people have done it, but...
Oh, come on, Pyro, you got it.
Yeah, it gets
Good,
like
good,
the
good.
rings go faster, and it's like really impossible to time out.
Alright, boys.
So the problem with this spell is, there are 3 elements. Well, there's 4 because kunai, but there's the green orbs, there's the yellow orbs, and there's the blue orbs. The yellow orbs are aimed. The blue orbs follow a set pattern, but the green ones are random. Because they're random, they can disrupt you. And the risk on this spell is a green orb showing up in a place that's not ideal while you're trying to make a difficult dodge.
Okay.
That's basically the only reason this spell is hard, if I'm honest, just because of the green orbs, because they're just disruptive.
It's a very strange spell. Okay.
It's not that hard as far as final patterns go, but it's not something I would ever underestimate.
Nice, good.
And nice. 4 miss, no
5
bomb.
miss, good, good.
5 miss, very good.
It's 5
We're in
miss?
the lead so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
We're
5
winning right
miss
now.
because he died in the stage portion.
Oh,
Yes, it's
right.
5 miss. Good. Nice.
Is that worth more than 2 points?
Yes, it's worth way more than 2 points. That's like what?
It's worth
4?
like almost like 5, I think, or 4,
It's
something
like
like
4 or
that.
5 points or something. 2.65.
Oh.
So we're winning right now.
Yeah,
Nice.
congrats.
Yeah.
Very
Hot
good.
glue.
Hot glue.
Yeah, I don't know why he named the hot glue. I was confused.
He's a degenerate. Let's just go with that, okay?
Huh?
Don't ask.
Degenerate.
Oh, let's not go down
You don't
that
need to know.
territory.
You don't need to know.
We don't talk about degeneracy because we don't know anything about
So
that.
2.6 points.
That is a lot of numbers.
We got 6
And,
minutes left for
also,
Pyro to
GB
start a
is
new
LNN.
Even
credit.
if GB
And for
LNNs,
anyone
he
to
will not beat
reset.
Pyro, so... Will we?
Oh, goodness,
boy.
we're seeing something else.
Do it, yes!
Here we go, boys.
Let's go, boys!
Let's make these become dreams.
He took it to the next level.
It's time. It's
Saki a
time.
B.
time to make memes
I actually
into
think he
dreams.
can like get a 5 miss no bomb with her.
I think he can too.
And that would definitely beat the Rainbow B one that would give like twice as much points.
Yeah.
Well, if GB manages to LNN, he can get 4 points, which does win. Oh, but RIP. I would
Yeah.
reset, honestly.
Here we go, boys.
He took it on
Yeah,
channel.
he still has resets. He still has resets.
Yeah.
Also, GB died once, right? So if he doesn't reset from this point on, if he doesn't reset when the 5 minutes are up, it's done. So
I feel like GB should reset, but that's ultimately his judgment, so...
Actually, Rainbow A couldn't cast LNN in order to beat the Rainbow B one, sadly.
No, Reimu
Yes.
A can get 4 points, right?
she can get 4
Yeah,
points.
but
if she
Rainbow B
LNNs.
got 2.65 points for 5 miss.
Yes.
So they have to LNN.
But GB
Yeah.
died right now, so he can't beat
That's
the
why
score
I'm
right
saying
now.
GB
but
should
if he
reset.
Yeah. He needs to
Yeah.
reset from this point. But does he realize that he needs to reset? Well, he doesn't know how.
They're probably
Pyro's
not watching
doing
each
it.
other's streams, so they probably
Yeah.
don't know.
Also,
Yeah.
I sent him doing spell practice.
Is ISN practicing a Requiem before the
Yeah.
Big
I
moment?
think
Yeah.
he's gonna practice just before,
Yeah.
and then like start
how
his
you do it.
Dude,
final
no,
run,
just play
yeah.
runs. This isn't gonna change anything.
Well, he has 4 minutes,
Like-
so farthest he can get to like Seki Banki, so.
It's just to get that little bit of Yatsuhashi into the stream because, you know, Not a lot of people see Yatsuhashi all that much.
Apparently Sake B makes even like Sekibanki kind of scary.
Soccer B makes everything scary.
Not if you're scoring, then it's a crazy mad cash-in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm really surprised that ISN is doing spell practice.
I mean, I he's just getting, I don't know.
I guess he knows that
at
he
this
doesn't have
point, he
enough
has
time
time,
to do multiple credits, so... But
Yeah, he has time to do one more, like get some practice in, then do his Jiraiya, I guess.
Mm.
I played Hell's Godsword for an hour before starting my PCB run.
Nice.
Nice.
That was my morning drill. Pog runs. Yeah, I guess so.
I'm hoping this Soccer B takes off.
Yeah, do it, Funin. You should grind before your TWC match, so it's not like you're doing fresh credits.
Pyro should totally score DDC, I agree.
He should.
Mm.
I mean,
It's always good to get-
I asked him about it multiple times, and he just doesn't have interest right now, so just let him do what he wants for now, I guess.
Still, it's best to get whatever practice that you can get in order to just, you know, get your mindset in the game.
We have to indoctrinate him.
Oh,
You
GC
gotta
is
convert
Geometric Creature. It's Keiki's penultimate. The left-right thing that everyone hates.
Yeah, the thing about Pyro is he gets a lot of 2.0s, which is pretty cool. It's neat to watch.
Pyro knows this game like the back of his hand, which is very impressive. I mean, he has free Mr. Bomb Soccer B, so that's pretty fucking crazy. I think he capped everything hard too in that Soccer B LMB, didn't he? You were the one watching Obama, so.
He LNN'd the last 3 late game bosses, so it's pretty strong.
Yeah. What about Kyrie?
Ah, double score.
Full Moon Howl, he died too.
Pog, a reset. Chance for LNN.
Oh boy.
5 miss for all shots. Oh, I mean, out of everyone? Someone had 1 miss? Soccer B? No, I don't think anyone has 1 miss. Like, I know Rent has 2 miss, but I don't think anyone has 1 miss.
Oh, where did that Rent guy go anyway? The Rent person from back then.
He hasn't posted on Twitter
never
in like
came
2
back.
years. No, he didn't. If I recall correctly, Ren died to Shin Miyamaru's first spell and something in stage 3, but I don't remember why. So.
Well, that's not surprising because stage 3 is stage 3.
Yeah. Is there a Reimubi LNN yet? Yes, there is.
Yeah, there's an
Stage 3 is
LNN
cursed.
with Reimubi and Marissa B. No one's done Marissa A or Sakia B yet. I don't think anyone will ever actually finish Marissa A. But prove me wrong.
Yeah. I mean, Sokka's been practicing it, but I don't think he's gonna take it like that seriously because he knows how ridiculous the game is.
Wait,
so.
Sokka's playing DDC now?
I mean, he not now currently, but he was like streaming like Marissa A practice and stuff.
Doing Pacificus, I think.
Right now he's doing the Sisyphus.
Oh, final run, by the way.
Yep, it's time.
They're locked
All or
in.
nothing, boys.
I really hope that GB doesn't die to Waggy Swaggy.
That would be an oof.
At least Pyro's on stage 2 now, Saki B, so this one could
There's
take
a
off.
lot of pressure on capturing Sekibanki's second non now. Oh my god, what was that?
What? He just
Nice.
he just got out of the brief way as it was coming to him.
Sock played
he's a
during the
champ.
Wall-K match. He got it.
Pyro
Aw.
doesn't care.
Feels bad.
Uh,
Whip to waggy swaggy.
Yep. Now
Yeah.
GB cannot beat Pyro.
that's sad. That is so sad.
He can tie if he continues this. He can tie with
Wait, it actually
ISN.
happened?
yes.
Yes,
ties,
you cursed it.
I
Yeah.
really,
Good job.
Damn it, Mino.
there really is something wrong with me. Like,
You're not saying enough good vibes.
this
You
isn't
need
the
to, like,
first time this has happened either. What was the other incident? It was during, I think it was the. Oh, was
There's
the,
a lot of
It was
incidents
the
of this,
essay
honestly.
where I was talking about the second non on mid boss Orin or something. I was like, oh, well, I hope they don't die, and then they died.
It happens.
If I can tell you anything from commentating over other games, it's that you gotta send more good vibes.
I have good vibes for Pyro right now. Never mind.
Oh no.
No.
They're all getting
Hey,
early
hey,
games.
Kirsten, no. Good vibes are bad. Good vibes are really bad.
Wait, you didn't go
I
for
didn't
the
say, I didn't say
one
he's capping. I just said I had good vibes, but they're over now.
Dude,
Wait.
I told you. Curse runs are real.
Why
Like,
didn't you
I
finish the
just-
run?
I didn't.
I know
do
you
it.
shouldn't have reset.
Yeah, you should have
dang
kept
Oh
going.
well, hopefully he can stay in the lead, maybe.
Yeah.
I
We'll
think
see.
he can, but ISN can still get 4 miss or better. So
Uh,
I think Pyro forgot about the time and reset. Then he's like, "Oh,
I know, I think he did too.
oof."
Feels bad.
No, now we got ISN. I guess GB is just going on, just give people a show. So why not?
Time to play extra.
GB can still.
Oh, GB continued with the one miss.
The thing with GB is that he can still 1 miss
One miss, no
and
bomb to
tie with
Wacky
ISN. If ISN doesn't, if this run of ISN doesn't go anywhere, so
Well, that's true.
That'd be pretty crazy though. One miss, no bomb to Wacky Sekihime.
yep.
ISN might get somewhere though and get a good run with Reimu B, so we'll have to watch out and
We'll
see.
have to see. Yeah.
DDC is a wild game. You never know what
I'm
happens.
just happy Pyro got the LMB by miss in the end.
That's like the demarcation meme of dying to demarcation and then never dying again.
Why isn't Pyro Roger Saras? Because he's not Chinese. So.
Stage 3.
oh
I
Well,
like
it looks
those.
like ISN didn't get early game curse. I don't even consider Stage 3 early game in DDC because it's so intense. It's mid game.
Yeah.
When's Soku?
Technically, Stage
Never.
3 and 4 are always mid game, but I don't know. In
I'm
some
mid-game.
games like Pacific, I just consider Stage 3 early game.
I'm gonna congratulate Pyro.
well, not too much is happening really right now, so like, we probably won't really have anything to
Is
really just sort
ISN
of
gonna go
observe.
for the timeout?
I said you did it, Red, and Pyro's like, ISN is gonna LN. Oh, Pyro, he jinxed him.
like he already kind of felt a bit of a gut punch right there. So depends. Can he recover?
Oh my god, Pyro.
I am in a cold sweat watching this.
Timeout kind of feels really gutsy.
Well, either way, he got it, so he's still on pace for,
He has
potentially.
1 miss so far.
Yeah. You can still get ahead with just one miss.
I wonder if anyone will actually play Marissa B though for the UFO match.
Maybe Yukio will. That's something Yukio Survivor with Marissa B is pretty strong, so I can see it happening.
Time for Kagero.
Alright.
But the thing if I think Marissa B and Marissa A are worth the same amount of points for Survivor. So you'd be better off using Marissa A.
I mean, really, in a lot of cases, when it comes to UFO,
hey, the corner
Marissa
strat.
is just...
This is what I mean, by the way, when I was talking about the corner strat, where you use your unfocused homing to damage Kagero while dodging each wave in the corner. It's so much safer than the middle. As I said, if you do it in the middle, you have balls of steel.
Way to go, China.
Yeah.
Or,
like, he's definitely just playing it more safe now, yeah.
Yeah, if I was doing UFO Survivor ZP, I would use Marissa A because, or in terms of his competition, but the thing with Marissa A is that you have to be careful for the damage. You have the damage bug, but
apparently,
if you die,
according to Crested, it's not me cursing, but it's the Chinese commentary cursing.
I'm gonna game over and stage you with Marissa A. Oh, come on.
Oof.
Coin flip. Oh, wow. You have to dodge 3 entire waves. I think you can get away with 2 if you dodge in the middle, but I mean, I never figured out if it was better to dodge in the middle or not. I think it doesn't matter, it's so random. It does matter with Reimu A though, because you want to kill it in 1 wave.
How many miss ISN? 1 miss.
To the non of all things, the mid-boss non.
Oh, okay. Yeah, 1 miss.
I like this strat, by the way, the going around the screen. I think what you're supposed to do with non-Reimu shots is, or non-homing shots, is that you're supposed to dodge in the middle and micro those purple rings when they're really small and it's really scary and I hate it.
Did you just notice the bomb Kagero?
Yes.
Nice.
Alright, stage 4.
The fun's not over yet. 5 miss cannot win, but it can tie.
Interesting 2.0 there.
SA scoring is 30 minutes after this. Wait, when is SA scoring?
It's in 51 minutes from now.
Okay.
Alright.
Downtime.
Hopefully enough downtime to just get ourselves like all settled, like fetch a drink and all that.
I have water, so.
I mean, I have water too. I just don't know if I have a full bottle of water.
You should go refill it after this ends. Bro, I thought you hated SA.
Wait, you thought I hated SA?
No, not you, Grey Pearl. SA scoring is just dirt agrees.
I'm looking forward to the SA match. It'll be nice to see.
No, it's not. No, it's not. I will educate you when SA scoring comes on. Obama and I will educate you.
By the way, I never commented on it, but this non-spill is absolutely silly because every note is aimed in your direction. So you can just cheese it like this. I don't know if that's what Zune planned for you to do, but it's really silly.
I mean, I love it.
It's an interesting strat.
Zune never does anything. I'm sick of Zune.
Oh,
Thing.
He's at 2 miss now.
Yeah, 2 miss.
He still has
in it.
Yatsuhashi to go. Oh, it's gonna be bad.
Yeah,
and
it's gonna be
Seija.
Yatsuhashi time.
And the few Sukuna nons, which are kind of coin flips. Well, the first one. Definitely.
GB is 1 miss to a bomb. He died to Rakusagi here.
Sukuna's really been given a lot of money with that Miracle Mallet if everyone is coin flipping.
He died to Rakasagi Hime's first spell. If he gets 1 miss, that'll be a very funny one though. ISN died to mid-boss Ben's second command. ISN is 2 miss right now. GB is still 1 miss.
You know, I guess it's the thing that we never really noted about, like, the general difference behind, like, the ideas behind Ben and Yatsuhashi's attack, but it really seems like Ben more about sending dense waves towards your direction, and Yatsuhashi's more about sending dense waves all around the screen.
Yeah, I
say
commented
that
on
as
how
something
the
like the whole-
Ben fight feels like it's geared towards homing shot types.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, like, if it's that notation, yeah, it definitely does seem like it's more built for homing.
Ooh, I dodged.
It's funny to think how like the first people who played DDC had to play the Yatsuhashi fight first.
Dude, they probably hated the game. They're like, what the fuck is this?
Remember how Jamers was like, this is the hardest game, it's way harder than UFO Lunatic could ever be.
Yeah, and then the patch came out, and then he got LND of like 6 drives remaining. Oh, he died. He got 6 drives remaining, and he's like, oh, I get this guy.
Yeah, bad Echo Chamber RNG, because she moved left.
So ISN's on 3 miss now,
See
right?
this Requiem.
He's on 3 miss, yes.
Okay.
By the way, this non can give you some really shitty situations.
Yeah, this one does not make me feel comfortable.
Is anyone gonna
This
do
game
the
doesn't
floor
make me feel
skips? No.
3 power Requiem, yeah.
By the way, Yatsuhashi syndrome is a coined term that describes a pattern which has so much going on
Oh.
that it's hard to keep track of.
No.
Oh, it's over.
It is 4 miss right now. Now it's 5 miss. It's over. Or you can tie.
Oh, rip.
Yeah. It's tie, but like, is he still gonna tie?
Well, now we're just seeing what China comes up, or Japan comes up with. GB.
Yeah.
They can either tie for 2nd place or get 3rd place. I think it's still 1 miss, no bomb pace.
It's still 1 miss, no bomb pace.
But Pyro wins. GG.
No, ISN is 5 miss, or you can tie Pyro.
Wait, oh, it's still 5 miss pace. Oh, I didn't.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, ISN's technically fighting for first as a tie.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I guess I kind of got a bit confused in what you guys were saying then. Yeah, ISN does seem very much tied with the West right now, so, you know, either he comes out with a tie or that's just gonna be it.
Well, I counted the misses wrong. I thought that Pyro had got to the, or not Pyro, that ISN had gotten to the 6th miss because he died twice on Yatsushi's final.
He's still at 5, yeah.
So there was Kagura mid-boss non, Echo Chamber, 2 deaths on Requiem. Where was the 5th death?
Ben's second non-mid boss.
Oh right, okay, yeah, that all adds up.
He still has to do with mid boss Sage's spell though, and that's very nasty.
Yep, it's about as hard as Catwalk and GT, although they're probably harder. It's continuing the tradition
Reverse Needle.
of crazy stage 5 mid-boss spells.
Reverse Needle without a high power shot just looks scary.
It really is.
Bottoms up.
Oh!
And also, you can
that's-
run into Seja too, which just makes it even
That's it.
worse.
It's over.
Rip.
Yeah.
Pyro wins. GG
Pyro wins, nice.
GG Pyro.
And now it's the matter whether GB can actually tie with China right now.
Yep, you start one miss.
That'd be cool if they got a tie.
That'd be nice.
And then reverse needle for Raymue. Oh, still scary for some reason. Gosh.
Oh my.
That did not go as planned, but they
It
survived
didn't,
still,
but it
so
worked
that's
out.
good.
Because Raymond is too good.
Look at this Rainbow 8 cheese.
The Go High is so awesome for stage routes, honestly.
Yeah, it is.
But bro, routing is cheating. If you just like watch replays and practice, and where's the skill if you just like do that?
We live in a
That's basically
society.
like being
I mean,
a monkey.
Obama, you gotta remember that we live in a society.
Yeah.
Yeah, we live in an upside down society.
Yes, we do. God, that killed me for some reason. I don't even know why.
I don't even know why you guys found that funny.
I don't know either.
I don't know either, but it was just sounded hilarious. You're like taking it so seriously, like it was like the craziest lore in Touhou history. I was like, what?
I would actually pay attention to Touhou if that was the case. So it was a big XD.
I kind of feel like the outlier here because I always pay attention to it.
I think we're being raided by Pyro's friends.
Yeah,
So the real challenge is going to be the second spell.
Hmm.
Yeah, Target saved the run actually because Pyro got his new controller at Target, so then he got he broke it in.
Okay.
So yeah, base Target.
Nice.
So how do the scoring leads work? Like, how come we get 2 points for this match?
Because we got first place. Second place gets 1 point. Third place gets no point.
Oh,
yeah,
I see. I thought it was
that's
just who
over.
wins. That makes it more interesting.
It's over.
Dang.
So it looks like Team West gets 2 points, Team China gets 1
So we're
point.
0.5 points behind Japan. That's awesome.
Yep. No.
Yay.
Yep.
That's
But
very cool.
we don't have anyone in the SA scoring match though.
Oh, rip. Yeah, that's the thing.
And GoPro is
Can we get the Westy handicap bonus, please?
no. I got an idea. I contact Iora and then get him to break for the rest.
Dude, we have to find
Okay.
Ior.
Give me
yes.
40
We have
minutes.
to find a way to contact him.
Give
Okay,
me give me 40 minutes.
We'll swim over to
It's
Japan.
the only way.
Okay, never mind.
I usually just call him Eeyore, but that sounds kind of funny. It's like
Ior,
Mm.
Ior,
the thing
Ior.
from Winnie the Pooh, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, like the donkey in Winnie the Pooh, yeah.
Alright.
Give me just a second, boys. I'm gonna get Eeyore to do this.
Right.
We need Eeyore to win for us. It's the only way for us to win.
I
Alright,
mean,
I'm
the
gonna
reason why
find
3 games
my
didn't have the West is because no one wanted to sign up. So that's all it is.
Eeyore probably lives in like space or something, and he just uploads his replays.
No, dude, Eeyore probably lives in like stages upside down Castro.
And he went to upside down hell.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got 40 minutes to spare.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna take off and I'll come back for the match, but I'm looking forward to the SA match. It'll be fun.
Yeah, I'll be right back to you. I'm gonna throw up some water.
You're gonna throw up some water?
Fill
okay?
up some water, dude. I mean, if I drink a lot, I'll throw it up. But no, I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, I'll be right back.
Okay.
I need to play the Comcast holding music. That would actually probably piss everyone off.
Yeah, well, sorry I went off for a little bit. I just went to refill my bottle of water.